Good morning, Flosstube. My name is Lizzie and this is my Flosstube channel in which I talk about cross stitch. Today is Wednesday the it's not helpful. Wednesday the 16th of October, and it's about 6 o'clock in the morning, maybe 5 to 6 I think, and I'm up, dressed, washed, dressed. Still dark outside, so I can't W the D's, and they're both asleep on the sofa. So I thought I'd make a little floss tube as it's been a while. Excuse me, I need to drink a lot because I'm still trying to kick this cold that I picked up in Edinburgh. And fluff. Yeah, so I've still got this cold. Work's going okay, I think. Second week. Is it the second week of my new job? Third week. First week was in Edinburgh. Did a week last week. This is my third week. Here we are. So last time I saw you, I just got to stitch in London. I was incredibly tired and quite grumpy apparently, and a little bit possessive over the air conditioning. So anybody, week 1, Friday, who was very cold, I'm really sorry, but I think sorry. I didn't have COVID. I haven't had COVID because I think there's a bit of COVID going around. I'm very lucky that my immune system must have been doing something fighting the cold that I didn't get it, so that's good. All well there. I've done many tests before, many tests after, but I just wish I could be better. I just wish I could be better. But while I'm not running around like a headless chicken, I'm doing lots of stitching, so that's good. There's many a recap of Stitch in London, so I thought I would just quickly share the kindness I received, and I'll show my haul at the end, but the kindness I received is destined to go at the beginning, and some other stitch kindness I've been sat on for quite a while. So okay, so I have lost one of my table gifts. Sorry, I'm just seeing if it's in here. No, it's not. Maybe it's in here. No, it's not. Okay, well, I'll explain. Hey ho. Right, so first off, you can't go to a stitch in London without meeting Hazel. Hazel is a lovely, lovely lady who I think she must spend half her life or half her year getting ready for the next stitch in London, because while we were there, it's the first time she came around the room, she gave everybody these pin cushion. You got to choose your colour. Obviously, I went for purple. And it's all hand pieced, hand quilted. Isn't it cute? I chose purple. And then she came around the room again with these little teeny tiny bags to put bits and bobs in, maybe orts even. I just love it. Thank you, Hazel. They are absolutely adored. I think this one might be going in my handbag for, I don't know what, maybe keep my lip balm a bit more obvious so I don't have to keep scrabbling around in the bottom of my bag. And this is really cute. I love him. So that's Hazel. Tina came with this brilliant idea of washi taped hoops. Tina the monogamous stitcher. So obviously I chose one with purple spots. Fiona gave out some really lovely zip pulls, and I've either put my zip pull on something or completely lost it. It will turn up because I've seen it since I've been home, so sorry Fiona, you know what I'm like, losing things happens all the time. But my zip pull, I chose a bumblebee because I made my table gifts as little jam jars with bumblebees on. I'll insert a photo here. So I chose a bumblebee because I haven't made mine yet, and I may not, because after you've stitched 12 of those, 14 of those, because I did 2 extra to send to my husband's nan and Edita, who didn't come to stitch in London. So after you stitched 14 of those. I don't really know if I want to stitch 15, so I'm going to keep the zip pull when I find it as my reminder of those table gifts that I made. Then we had gorgeous Natalia giving out little festive packs of Halloween goodies, in which I have unwrapped and relocated everything. So I had a skein of étoile thread in there, had some chocolate and some like little finishing wooden Halloweeny type finishing-y things. So that was cute. That was very cute. Thank you, Natalia. Anne-Marie came round the tables giving away patterns. I was blown away. Now to find it. So I think it was she wanted to de-stash but didn't want to charge a fortune for, and just decided not to bother de-stashing, just to go around tables giving the stuff away. So on the Friday she offered this just cross stitch from 1994, which I was thinking, Lizzie, you don't need another old cross stitch magazine. And then I saw these guys. Will it focus if I'm not in shot? Is that focusing? Maybe my camera's dirty. Anyhow, it's a range of Santas. I saw them and thought, yeah, I do need another old cross-stitch magazine in my life. I really do. And the next day, she gave us this. So thank you so much, Anne-Marie. Really love it. And I'm excited to stitch this. I know what fabric I'm going to stitch it on. And I'm probably going to do it at the height of winter to try and warm myself up. I'm sat at the dining table today, so I've got a bit more space. And everywhere else is dark, as you can see. It's still dark outside. Yeah, too dark to W the D's, so sorry about the crinkling. I'm just seeing what else is in my bag. Everybody's done a review of what was in the bag, like the welcome pack, and I'm still hopeful my Buzzy Bee thing's going to turn up. So I can always show you the top of my head in these things. I think my natural neck position's like that. I don't know, I need to do my roots. I need my girlie to be at home to help me though. Otherwise it's getting an awful mess. So, should we talk Smalls Exchange? My Smalls Exchange gift. Okay, so we may have fixed it in that I received a text the week before saying, oh my gosh, Lizzie, you need Danny's Smalls Exchange. Danny Sarcastosaurus Rex. You need her Smalls Exchange gift. And Danny and I have been friends since the first Floss Friends retreats. And when one of your very good friends tells you that you need another of your very good friends' Smalls Exchange gifts, you don't ask questions, you just wangle it so that you get it. It turns out that I didn't need to wangle it because we were the first table up, so I could have just gone and got it, but actually what we did, 4 of us on the table did Smalls Exchanges, only 3 people went up because I got Danny's. Isn't it lovely? Oh, I really hope it focuses. Focus. No, it's not going to, is it? Anyway, it's this Teresa Wentzler dragon stitched 1 over 1 on what looks like 32 count. It says Stitch in London 2024. Now I've bought a glass dome to hang this in, and I would show you it in the glass dome. I'll insert a picture here. But I went to pick it up just now to bring it back downstairs because it lives on the shelf by my desk. And the hook had fallen off the glass dome, so I think we need to go back to the drawing board with what to attach a plastic hook to a glass dome. But isn't it just perfect? Oh, and they were so right. I did need this in my life. Thank you, Danny. It means more to me than, well, you mean more to me than this does, but the fact you stitched this is just blinking amazing. I love it, I love it, I love it. So there we are. If I've forgotten something, forgive me, it's because I've either used it or lost it. Probably more likely that I've used it. So yeah, while we're on the theme of Stitch in London, I did Marie's finishing class, and I properly finished. So I put this on the rag table with just the fabric folded around a bit of sticky board. Yes, Adita, I do use sticky board. Although, do I anymore, having done Marie's finishing class, where she showed us how to finish a flat fold. Oh, I love purple and orange. It's just the biggest, bestest thing in the world. So this is now properly finished. Well, nearly properly finished. I do need to stitch it. If I was to gift it to somebody, I would do the final stitch to cinch it in properly. But it just sits on my desk. Well, on the shelf next to my desk. So I don't need to do that really. But isn't it gorgeous? That pattern's by Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery. Okay, some other stitchy kindness which I've sat on for way too long is that at the Big Stitch, I was talking to Michelle Goldthorpe, who goes by the handle of Tales of a Stitching Mouse on Instagram. I believe she does a lot of model stitching for people. She's really prolific, really generous. She said that she knew I loved dragons, and at home she had a few dragon kits. Would I mind if she sent me some? Would I mind? No. Michelle, I have you on my list of project bags to make. I didn't manage it before I went to Stitch in London. I will definitely manage it for Floss Friends UK. And look at what she sent me. I mean, oh my god. So 2 Millhouse dragons, both totally my colours. I love this sort of aqua-y colour with purple. And they're both gorgeous, so cute. So I'll definitely, they come all kissed up, but I'll probably swap out the Ada for something. I'm not sure what colour, but I've got some, oh no, that would be too much. Anyway, and then she also sent me this. Oh, glare, glare, glare. Look. Now, some might think that that wizard is striking the dragon, or they're fighting, but they're not. They're playing tennis. Friendly, 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 friendly. Playing tennis, you see? He's throwing a ball and he's passing it back with the fire. All friendly. Dragons are good. Look. I've got a few dimensions kits now and I've never started them because I'm scared. But once I finish my Teresa Wenzler, this is next. So, Michelle, I love them and thank you so, so much. That's so generous, so kind. And they've come to a very good home and they will get stitched eventually. So, more kindness at Stitch in London was the raffle. So when you go to Stitch in London, you get 3 raffle tickets and your entrance fee. And then you can buy some more. And the charity this year was Great Ormond Street, so I bought myself a strip. And my very good friend Danny said she didn't want to enter the raffle, so she gave me her tickets. One of her tickets that she gave me won the set of 3 Teresa Kogut pattern books. I've given the third one away, it was the Halloween one. But I won Hello Autumn, which has got so many amazing patterns in. My favourite being this one. I'm going to stitch this one and then I'm going to pass this book on to Fiona because she really loves it too. So Focus Thomas is what I'm going to stitch from this book and then pass it on. Although, did I see another one I wanted to do maybe? Oh, the two pumpkin people, they were quite cute. I don't really do autumn or Halloween decorating, but those guys are cute. Harvest Ted and Harvest Tina. And then the third one, the first one obviously going to Leslie, the third one is With Thy Hand. Oh, it's like a modern old sampler. I can do this one. It's got all the stitchiness, all the love, all the kindness. So I might start that at some point. I've got to kit it up. It's got 2 weeks dye works and 1 CRE 004. But you can use DMC 310. I'll probably do that and just get the 2 weeks dye works, kudzu and whiskey, and the rest is in DMC. But isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it gorgeous? And then, so I've just got back from picking these up because I won that bit in the raffle and I was very excited. And then she called the next number, and the next number was to win a full range, a fat quarter of each of the Swan Bay fabrics that had just been released at Stitch London. So Marie and Gunther have started dyeing a fabric range called Swan Bay Fabrics. They are sublime. I bought myself on the Saturday morning, I bought myself a piece of Longbourn blush in 40 count. It's not going to do justice. The lighting is awful. It's first thing in the morning, over white. It's this gorgeous pink, really soft pink colour. I'm not sure I'm going to do it justice at all. Go to Swan Bay Fabrics, swanbayfabrics.com, I think it is. They're all set up online now, so you can pre-order, and it is pre-order. You pre-order and then they dye it for you and send it to you. So it takes about 2 to 3 weeks, but I think we're all okay for something to stitch on at the moment. Anyhow, going back to the point, I won, and I still cry when I think about it. The entire range, and I chose 36 count for that, of all the, I think 12, 13 colours. Don't need to cry at 6 AM in the morning, Lizzie. You don't need to cry at 6 AM in the morning. And it just means so much to me because life has been really hard recently. I lost my father. I was finishing my dissertation. I've constantly been ill. And I don't know why it's affected me so much, but to win over a year's worth of fabric to keep, to stitch on, and the kindness, the monetary value of it is massive. I could never, oh, my alarm's going off, stop. I could never, ever afford that or justify it. So thank you. Thank you, Marie. Thank you, Gunther. I will stop now because I'm going to cry again. And I have a mouthful of tea if it's not too hot. Okay, so we're 18 minutes in. Shall I show you some stitching? What did I stitch at Big Stitch? Not Big Stitch, Stitch in London. One of the vendors at Stitch in London weekend I went on was, I'm just going to push this thread to the back because we all know that Lizzie doesn't do that in advance of the recordings. One of the vendors at Stitch in London was Love Poppet. Claire, I believe her first name is. I'm just looking for the pattern. I have it on the table somewhere. You'd think a dining table would be big enough to... Where have I left it? Here it is. Love Poppet, where was I? So she came along and she had all her kits, and I've been keeping an eye. Flossie Sews and Grows Sally has been doing some Love Poppet, and my friend Fiona stitches some love poppets. I'm a little bit curious, but I've seen stuff I like, but not enough to go and buy straight off because I've got enough. But then I saw this. Aren't they gorgeous? So I bought this at Stitch in London. It came with some Ada, but I took a piece of 28 count question mark raw linen. I don't know what it's called. It's Zweigart, I think. Yeah, it's Zweigart. And so I started it on that. Isn't he doing well? I've pretty much got everything but this wing and his face done at Stitch in London. And then since come home, I've finished this wing off and done his face. Well, started his face. This is like what I stitch when I'm being a good wife and sitting on the husband. A bit early in the morning for that type of thing. Sitting on the sofa with the husband watching TV. Or he's watching TV and I'm stitching. And there's my... Why is it not focusing today? Maybe it's because of the light. Stitch in London needle minder. It's very pretty and in focus to my eyes. Here's a little needle minder I bought from Charlie Feathers. Isn't he cute? Little frog. Hiding under a leaf because it's a rainy day. So yeah, this I love. I love. Can't wait to have it on my wall. I'm hoping to get it to a point where I can finish it at Floss Friends next month. It's not many weeks though, so I probably won't. Let's be honest, because there's other stitching to be done. So that's that, and I did buy a few more love poppet things, which I will show you when I get to haul. To purchases, acquisitions, stash enhancement. Alright, husband's going to come home from work and want to use this table to work at. And I'll be like, yeah, sorry, I just went. Because I want to go to work in Leicester today, so at some point I'm going to have to hang up the recording, get in the car, march the hounds round the block, and jump in the car and drive. So then I came home from Stitch in London and felt incredibly rubbish because I'm taking part in the in a Carolyn Manning round robin now, where we're all doing a floral bouquet piece. And this is the one I've chosen, or Brietta. I chose it for the purples, obviously. Now I have done my own colour conversion because I wanted to use some of my Roxy Floss threads, because I have a tendency to buy nice things and sit and look at them and stroke them but not actually use them. So I've forced my hand to use them, and this is where I'm at. Everybody else in my group I think has finished theirs, so they're sort of waiting for me. Here's my colours. This is my absolute favourite of their floss. It's not my favourite purple, but it's my favourite of their floss. It's Gilbert. This is my favourite colour. If anybody wants to colour match, we were talking about this at Stitch in London. What's your favourite shade? This is my favourite shade of purple. So yeah, this is the colours. Oh, they're so lush. And I'm stitching it 1/2, or we are going to stitch it 1/2 on Speculus, which is a Roxy Floss co-linen. It's 40 count, did I say that? It's got some nice mottling, but of course you're not going to see it on this camera. It's going to be quite cute. It's not going to be massive. Hand for scale. It's just going to be a tiny little square full of teeny tiny stitches. This is my Hamilton needle minder. My daughter and I went to see Hamilton, and they were selling pins, so I bought this one, brought it home, left it on the husband's desk with a note. Magnets, please. Then he turned it into a needle minder for me. So that needs a bit of work, so I need to finish it by the end of the month. I don't think I'm massively far away now. Let's have a look at the picture. maybe another couple of nights stitching. Maybe I ought to leave that on my chair. Because the trouble is I just forget. If I didn't keep forgetting, I'll probably have it done by now. You haven't seen this in a while, but I've done a little bit of work on Ragnarok. So I've filled in this guy. I've started here. I've done this bit. I've done about, I think, 400 or 500 stitches since you last saw it. Apparently I'm supposed to get this done before we go to Stitch North in April. I'm at 30%. We shall see. Stitching this 1/1 on 25 count Zweigart white in the colour 550. I knew I wanted it purple, but it needs to be a more striking purple than this purple because of what it's depicting. One day I'll do one in this purple, but then I think that might be too much, so maybe I won't. And then I've done some secret stitching on my sister's Christmas present, which might be a New Year present, which might be a birthday present. Her birthday's in June, so you know that'll give me a bit more time. But I've also had a new start. Let me show you my new start. This is what it's going to be. It's going to be the Magic Study by Rose Catherine Kahn, and it's converted, patternized, charted by Pain Free Crafts. And this has been my, when you finish dissertation, you can start this project. So I bought the pattern and I ordered the CXC and the fabric. Pattern from Pain Free Crafts. I got the CXC and the fabric from Cross and Crafts on Etsy. And I started it 2 days ago. So this box used to contain slides. My dad used to do photography years and years ago. He soon gave it, or not soon gave it up. My dad, I think he had a bit of autism, a bit of ADHD, because he changed his hobbies as more often than, you know, like I can think of many hobbies he had. And he went full in and then stopped doing them. Anyway, it used to contain slides. Mum wanted some shelf space. There's another one at her house, so I'm going to get another one. So I took it. I've glued in this like pouchy bit to store the spare thread and whatever else. And then look at all the colours. My husband printed me, 3D printed some stands for the bobbins to go in. And there's enough for all bar one. This one here, this is number 2. All bar one. They're in number order. 120. I can't do the maths, but 120 threads. And here is my start. I've done 0.07% so far. The threads at the front. Just working out which way up it goes. Started in the middle. So I've done a little bit of the lady's hair and a little bit of the window, and the purple is the window frame. But those two colours there, that purple and the green, are my absolute favourites. So that is very close to my nail varnish colour, and that is 210. And the green, I think, is 964. It's not really green, it's like more of a, oh, I don't know what colour you'd call it. So yeah, 964. And I think 208 is closest to my nail varnish. We were having this long conversation at Stitch in London. I said 333 was my favourite. 333 is too blue. Like, you all need to know what my favourite thread colour is. Sorry everyone. Let me just put these back in the way they should be. 964. But yeah, so this is going to be a labour of love. It's got over 700,000 stitches. Well, it's not going to be a labour of love. what I've done so far is I've picked a colour, I've done 2 lengths of the thread, then I've picked another colour and done 2 lengths of the thread. And that's what I'm going to do with all those colours in the box, because I love the colours. I love colour. If I never finish it, I never finish it. It doesn't matter, does it? It's my stitching, my project, my time. And I think that's everything, bar my super secret special stitching for my sister. My sister's super special secret stitching. Sister's super special secret. Sister's super special secret stitching. The 5 S's. That's all the stitching I've done since I've been back from Stitch in London. So what's that? A week and today's Wednesday. A week and 3 days. So there. If you're only here for the stitching, that's that done. Who wants to look at what I've been buying? I got back from Stitch. Oh no, let's carry on with Stitch in London shopping. So I went, like I say, I didn't go mad. I bought that one piece of fabric because I'd limited myself to buying just one piece of fabric. That was a hard decision, what colour. But the pink, I've never had a pretty pink like that in fabric, so I thought, no, pretty pink. Any ideas what I could stitch on it, please send them my way, because I want it to be special. Then I bought this from Love Poppets because it's peacock. And if you're new here, welcome. A bit late now, sorry. If you're new here, I have one day I'm going to have a peacock wall with just peacock stitching. So I bought this to go on it. Again, I'll probably change fabric. If I can, I'll do it on the other half of that natural. Get that used up. I might swap out some of the colours as well. Make it a bit more jewelly, like a bit more poppy. Then this is something I've been watching lots of people say, but particularly Sally Flossie Sews and Grows. I bought the Dreaming of Summer House. It just is gorgeous. And I was a bit gutted that I didn't do the Sal. I'm trying to not jump on bandwagons for Sals because I can never keep up. But this one, and I'm really looking forward to receiving my fabric from Marie and Gunther. Thank you so much. I'm sure there's going to be a gorgeous colourway that I could stitch this on. And then I bought, because I thought it might do for a smalls exchange one day, this from Hands On Design. So Marie was selling patterns on the Sunday. So some, they're a bit trickier to get over here on paper. Isn't it cool? All the little sewing bitsy bobs. So I'm going to try and make one of those. Oh, I haven't told you about my smalls exchange. I'll do that in a bit. Then I saw this one, and the birds are brilliant, and what it says, the best thing about the future is it comes a day at a time. It's not wrong. And it's something I need to remember. Apparently Abraham Lincoln wrote it, said it. Something I need to remember, one day at a time. No point wasting worry. Oh, my other alarm's going off now. That's how early I got up. Both my alarms have gone off. No point wasting energy worrying about tomorrow. Deal with it tomorrow. And then this is quite similar to the Love Poppet. It says love grows here. I thought they'd actually go quite nicely together. Make a little... Oh, I have no coordination. I can make a little house, little town of village of cute houses with flowers bigger than the houses. And this one is by Tiny Modernist. Speaking of Tiny Modernist, I got home from, I think that's all my Stitch in London haul. Yeah. Speaking of Tiny Modernist, you know, I have that needle, that zip pull's playing on my mind now, because I've also got my ring bling and scissor fob from Cotton and Clay Laura. That matches the needle minder, the Stitch in London needle minder. I wonder where that is. Anyhow, when I got home from Stitch in London, this parcel was waiting for me. I ordered it from Amazon, the Home Sweet Home Tiny Modernist book. I'd seen somebody on a Flosstube talk about it and may have just dived straight on in there and bought it because I could. So it actually does have, oh no, it has a different Love Grows Here pattern. I was like to say, I've bought it twice, but it's got a different one. Let's see if there's a page with all the patterns. You know how sometimes they have, yeah, here we are. Haven't really spent much time looking at it, but there are oodles of lovely, lovely stitches there. Do small things with great love. I think I need that one. So that's that. Then I was in Hobbycraft the other day and this was reduced to £5 and it's Pretty Little London by Satsuma Street. When we go to Stitch North, we're going to be stitching Pretty Little Toronto, and those will be the only two I can stitch because I'm not really a traveller. So I thought I'd try and get this underway at least, and maybe go on, you know how like it's the skyline, so I need to go on the riverboat and get Big Ben, and I'm not sure you can get all of that because it's got the Gherkin, Big Ben and the London Eye. I don't think you can get all of that in one shot on a photo, especially not with the guards at the bottom. But we can try and get something in a photo in London. That'd be good fun. And then I think my last bit of, oh no, I was watching, is it Stitched by Immy? She's lovely, go watch her. And she was talking about shopping, was it Stitched by Immy or was it Caroline? Was it Caroline Stitch Corner? It was someone. I was watching a Flosstube. Stitched by Immy is a lovely Flosstube, you should go and watch her. And they mentioned looking on Vinted for patterns. Now I've looked on eBay for a few, and I've got one here that I got on eBay, and they said to look on Vinted. So I went on Vinted and found this for Steel. Another Dimensions kit that I'm too scared to start. All kitted up. Don't think it's been opened even. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Peacock. And then I mentioned going on eBay, and because I'm getting on so well with my Teresa Wentzler dragon, the castle, so well, I picked up Fantasy Sampler off eBay. I love it. It's funny, it says on the back, it's got all the prices. So Castle, the one that I've got, it's $4. Fantasy Sampler, this one, $5. I spent more than $5 on this. Not massively more. It was, I think I spent about £15 on it. Peacock Tapestry is one I'm very interested in, £6.50. But you know, I'm just going to give you a snippet of the corner. It's all hand drawn, every symbol. So it's not the easiest to read. But, I love it. Look. Me and my dragon, that is. Me, dragon. Me, dragon. Although some might say when on the Friday at Stitch in London, I was the dragon. Yeah. Anyhow, I was poorly. I didn't do poorly very well. Sorry, everyone. I think that's about it. Oh, I purchased this from Yas. Yasmin's Made with Love. I purchased this gorgeous little mini project bag. My colours. So cool. It's got like this netty mesh to keep things separate. It's a really good idea, and it's just lovely colour and very touchy-feely. I'd love to take craft to work to do my lunch break, but I only take half an hour because it means I get to come home half an hour early. And there's just not enough time really to eat and get something else to do. Which does make my heart a bit sad. But also gets me home earlier, which means I can start cross-stitching earlier, so lose, win. Anyhow, is there anything else I need to show you? I'm going to go search. Well, I'm going to put this all away, and then the husband doesn't need to know about it. Give this a quick edit. There shouldn't be too much editing because I don't think I've put masses up that needs adding in. And then I better walk the dogs, and he's very asleep. It's all right. He didn't hear me. Walk the dogs and get myself to work. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, have a lovely day and enjoy your stitching. Take care. Bye bye.